The nuclear deal in between Iran and the top powers of the world is one step closer to becoming a reality. Just this week, the top council, the Guardians Council in Iran, approved this deal. This is very, very important. This council is a 12-member council, half of them appointed by Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the other half appointed by the judicial chief with approval of the parliament. Margaret, this is very important because we see, although clearly we have two different factions that one supports and the other one do not, they came to an agreement behind closed doors. This is very important because we don't know exactly who voted how on this deal, because they meet behind closed doors. But it's a great victory for Rouhani, the president, and his quest to bring Iran closer to the West, closer to a place where they can be world players and especially get those sanctions lifted for the benefit of that big younger population of Iranians that are trying to live a better life.
You know, this is called the Guardian Council, and they did ratify this agreement. 12 panels, you're right, we don't know how they voted. They did it 36 hours after the parliament accepted the details of this new agreement. You're absolutely right, though. There's this schism where we have this radical Iranian religious leader who spouts one thing, and then we have a very radically different voice, if you will, regarding this deal and how Iranians really feel about it. I want to point out the very young population that's emerging in Iran. They're you know, in mass. They're the representative majority, and it'll be interesting to find out what happens to this really strong religious faction and if it'll change as these people get older. Exactly.
60% of Iranians are under 30 years of age, meaning they do not want to continue this religious-based approach to foreign politics. Now, this is not all good news because at the same time that they were approving this deal, the Revolutionary Guard, a very powerful group in Iran, actually broadcast on state television images of an underground military base, claiming that they have hundreds of them, that they're underground, and no matter how hard the West works on identifying, they will always have some of them that are secret, waiting to attack the infidels that are trying to bring their influence to the country. Very, you know, clear that there's going to be a big fight within the country to accept the Western influence and to accept the wish of many to be able to offer a lot of business to the world and at the same time get and recapture some of that international trade. They are slated to become, if the sanctions are lifted, the second biggest producer of oil in the world.
You know, I don't know why. It's frustrating for me watching this. Why don't we address the fact that the Revolutionary Guard still exists and that they're saying this? Because that's a big deal. It's like we just gloss over it. We don't want to hear it.
It's a very difficult situation. Here in America, the deal is moving forward. The Democrats were able to derail the plan of the Republicans to shut down this deal. Still a long time to go before we actually see those sanctions lifted and then hope that Iran holds their part of the deal the same way that the Western will. Let us know your thoughts below in the comment section, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the Lip TV.